to do is prep the inside of the pipe for good flow properties, prep the outside to get those burrs off. As we slide our fitting on, we want to make sure that sealing element is protected. Then we're going to prep the sealing surface, and all we're going to do is take some sandcloth, clean that up a little bit. We want a smooth, round surface. Replace that in there, and I'm going to pump a little bit of water into the system, and you're going to see it just kind of fall out. Now, typically, water coming out of your fitting is not exactly what you want, but this is exactly what's intended with this system. So you have a certain step test that we're doing here in the water coming out, allows you to identify that, allows you to see that gauge fall down, allows you to see that before you close up your walls, you don't have a press connection, which is really important. And even under active flow, you can make this press right away. So I'm going to check that system. I see that it's been prepped, but it hasn't been marked. It's really important to mark our full insertion depth. The press takes place in just a few seconds, so I'm going to align that up, make sure we're at full depth. It's easy to check with that mark, and I'm going to make that press. So even under active flow conditions, we have the ability to make this connection. It's permanent, it's secure, it's fast, it's reliable. So as I continue pumping the system up, we're looking at the ability to have 3 different sealing elements in our fittings. We've got those listed out over there: EPDM, FKM, and HNDR. All of those are good for different applications depending on what that elastomer is in the system. So we have this up. We are now pressurized at maximum hydrostatic test pressure of 600 pounds. We did go a little bit over, so we're hanging out at 650 now. And I'm a little bit off on my alignment. I didn't quite get this right, but that doesn't mean that I have to cut this out. I have the ability to back this up a little bit, and I can actually rotate that back to level. You may not have seen that very well. It's a very small motion. Remember, we're at 600 pounds right now. I have the ability to move this around, back and forth, around and around. The grip ring is designed in such a way that it does not move. That mechanical strength, that sealing surface, does not move according to the pipe. So we have the ability to make that rotation. Also works really well as a swing joint with your gas systems. One more demonstration here. What we're going to look at is the ability to handle unexpected situations on the job site, right? So I've got my friend Brian back here. He's an unlicensed forklift driver, and he backs it up straight into your fire suppression system. It really messes it up, right? This is not something you want to have happen on the site, but this is not a catastrophic situation. The stuff that you put inside your pipe has stayed inside your pipe. All right? It's a pretty interesting thing that we've got going on here in terms of preventing shutdowns. This is no longer an emergency shutdown situation. It does need to be replaced, but it can be replaced on the contractor's time. All right? So a pretty cool little demonstration here. Obviously, the engineers back in the back, make sure you're not designing with 120-degree elbows. That's not what we're trying to do. Just showing the durability and quality of fittings. If you've got any questions, find